So let's continue in this section. For checking the figures and tables, we are going to discuss how to come up with a good figure and good table, how to arrange them. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky to adjust. I will give you some points how to do it on your own report. But before we start, as I promised, I was going to explain how to justify uh, a paragraph in the styles. So I was looking for it and I found it. In body text, if you right click and click on modify, click on format, paragraph, the alignment over here, you should set it as justified and click OK. That was the change that we were supposed to do. It was already done in this report automatically, but sometimes you don't have it justified, so make sure to do that. Now let's return to figures and tables. First thing first, let's find the first table. Yes, for more detailed information about the history of Somaca plant, this table below show more information. So you can see it does have a table which is too long. We can shorten it, and we called it as an expression table caption. Table caption is appearing below the table. Make sure to use table captions. As you can see, this is a hyperlink, table 1. 1 is in gray square. It means that it's a hyper one and it will continue automatically. Make sure to use this one because when you are arranging the list of tables and list of figures, you can do it easily and automatically using captions. But this student was doing the captions, however, it was not that effective. So first things first, let's get rid of all the captions that the student came up with, and let's try to find the captions. As you can see for the figure, he used the caption as well. I will delete all of them. Table 2. And I will show you how to do it yourself correctly. This is table 5, figure 2, table 6, figure 3, figure 4, five. Was there, did I miss something? No. Oh, by the way, professional ethic is, I think I used backspace, so changed that, change it back. Figure 8. Okay. Conclusion, reference, let's check the appendix. There is no figure caption over here. Good. Now, let's start from the beginning. Chapter 2, we had the first table. Let's arrange the table first, and then we will decide how to use captions. So this is a very long table, and this is student using double space and 24 double after for this issue. To correct it, just select all the table using this plus, blue plus. So when I click on it, it all be selected. Then click on this button in the paragraph and make sure that this is 0 before and after and it's single. Now you can see that a lot of information can be fit in a smaller one. Next, let's find, okay, for the years, we don't need that much space. So let's drag this when I go to this middle. Let's drag this up to here because that's enough. And now we have more space for writing our part. The figures can be used by the fonts up to 10. So if you have a font size 10, that's gonna work as well. Let's press enter. Okay, since we are trying to not split it in two different pages, let's press enter one more time so that we are in the new page and the whole table is inside the page. The first thing that we need for this table is titles. We don't have any title for each column, so we have to add one row above the whole table. How to do it? Just right click on the table, insert, insert row above. Now the title for this column can be year, and over here description. You have to find a suitable title for you. So you can change many things over here. You can even color the first column so that it will differ from the rest of the information. Make sure that it's bold, it's written in a bigger letter. I think this is a good table with the title. Next, we need to use table captions. How to do that? Click on reference. Then over here, we have a bottom over here, insert caption. Click on it. This will open, select table. So table 1, you have to find a suitable title for the table. Creation of Casablanca brand, signing of our agreement. Okay, he's talking about the history of this company. So let's come up with a good one. Historical events for the company. I think that's a good title, suitable title at least. Then click OK. You can see that you have a caption. This is hyperlinked, and this is a black. Let me zoom in. This is a black gray square. It means that it's hyper, but we need to change the format. Make sure that always the caption of the table is above the table, not below the table, like this student. So above the table, go to Home tab. It's not italic. It should be somehow the same as text. So it's Times New Roman, and the size is 12. When you use double point, press enter. The color is not black, so let's make it black. And then it shouldn't be doubled. So go to paragraph, make sure that this is 0 and select a single, not double, so that the caption of the table sticks to the table itself. And it should be written from left to right, not in the middle. This is for table captions. Below the table, we are supposed to have a 24 double space after the table, but since it's hard to select a 24 double space after the table, it's better to just modify the next line. So select the next line, go to paragraph, and set this as 40 and double. This is the correct distance between the table and the next line. Now we are done with figure 1. This is a completely correct format of a table, sorry. And For employment data, this student came up with this figure. I think it's too big. Maybe we can make it smaller so that we can fit it in the previous. No, it's not that enough space. We should make it very small to fit it over here. So let's continue like this. One important thing, each figure is supposed to have a very clear border. It means that what is the area that the figure is consuming in your file. So in order to create a border, when you click on figure, this format tab will appear automatically. Click on it, and in picture style, click on picture border and select the black color. Now if I click somewhere else, you can see a perfect border for your figure, which is readable. After the figure, it's supposed to be the figure caption. Instead of the table, which was in the top, at the bottom of the figure, we will have the figure caption. So when I select the figure, if I click on the right hand side at the end of the figure, you will see that this part will start activating. Then go to paragraph, select 0 and single. It means that the next line will stick to the figure. Then press 1 enter. Now we are in figure caption. So make it in the middle. Now we can insert the figure caption, going to reference, the same as table caption. Insert caption. This time it's a figure. This is figure 1. And we always need a data or explanation of the figure. So I think employment chart, let's say, and click on OK. So the caption is in the left hand side. We have to correct the format. It's supposed to be in the middle instead of the table. For the table, it's in the left hand side, but for the figure, it's in the middle. Select everything. It's not italic. It is Times New Roman. The font size is supposed to be 12. The color is black. And the spacing is 24 double after. Double. Yes. This is the correct caption of our figure. I will continue the tables one by one because sometimes tables are very tricky to understand. So when I'm trying to fix them, you may understand that how to deal with your own problem while you are correcting your report. So the next table, I think, is about the table below shows some information about percentage of people working for Renault in all continents. So let's first of all, we need to save some space. This is double. You see, this is very high space after each text. So select all of them, or just simply click on here. Go to paragraph. It's gonna be single. Yes. Now we saved a lot of space for this table. Now right click on it. We need a title for each column. So insert a row above. So these are the continents. Continent. And these are the percentages. Let's put the percentage sign in the bracket. So it means that the unit is here. We don't need to change the unit anymore. Let's zoom in. So for the first one, maybe we should change the color, make it black and bigger. Okay. Now, he was explaining that in Europe we have 56.6% of the employers, including France, which is 37 of them. So maybe we can come up with such a way to explain it a little bit better. So if I put this in a bracket, including France, and over here, if I put this one in the bracket as well, and since I used the percentage sign over here, it means that the unit is percentage, so I can get rid of this percent and press one space. It means that 56.6 in Europe, and in brackets, which is France, is 37%. But by the way, these are not the decimal separator, so this is comma. Let's rewrite it, 56.6, and this is 37.0. I can correct the rest, 21.5, 10.2, 8.1, 3.6. Okay, this is a good table. So let's insert the caption. Go to reference, insert caption, select table. So it should be percentage of employment based on continent. I think that's a good selection of title. Now, I don't want to go again and change this format. I already have the format corrected above this table. So I will select this, go to Home tab. Let's go down. This is selected. This one, by the way, is selected right now. Go down over here. Then the selected one, if you remember, if you click on Format Painter, it will copy the format only, not the actual text. And click over here. And you can see that the text has been automatically changed to the correct format. So this is table 2. I think this needs to be go up. Again, it's a 24 double after. Go to paragraph, make this 0 and single. So again, less than 20. The table below shows more data about employment. I think he was trying to describe the age range of the employers. So let's insert a row above. Age of employers. Again, we have percentage. And I will use this sign so that I can avoid it over here. So let's make it gray. Then it's supposed to be bold, a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can shift the whole table to the right, to the left. Yeah, but some arrangement needs to be done since it's out of margin. Here's my origin, and as you can see in the dash line, the table is out of the margin, which is a mistake. So in order to come up with the solution, let's just move it up to reach T. You see it was here. As you can see in the dash line, it reaches T. It means that it's inside the margin. By double clicking, you can automatically find the perfect width for your column. These are supposed to be bold. Again, for decimal separator, he used comma, so I will rewrite the numbers. 0.7, 18.1, 32.5, 28.1, 18.5, 1.9. Now, the next thing is to apply a caption for the table, as I mentioned, above the table. So go to reference, insert caption. This is table. What title should we use? Age, oops, age range for employers. Click on OK. Now you can just easily select the section of this part, go to Home, Format Painter, and do this. Although it's not zero signal, so sometimes Format Painter will not select the format. Maybe because I didn't select the whole thing that happened. Yes, now it's zero signal. So after the table, as I told you, it is hard but doable. Just over here, select paragraph. Make sure that this is 40b4. By the way, priority is with the tables and figures. Even though I told you that for heading 3, we don't need b4 spacing, but since we have a table, we are supposed to use 40b4 to have the correct distance. Another table, I will do it quickly. Okay, this time I have to fix the heights. So let me show you a trick, because if you want to go one by one, it will take time. Just select all of them, go to layout, and just change by a small matter of number. As you can see, it's automatically fitted. Now, what is going to be the title? One title is missing over here. So the group sale exceeded 1 million vehicle, where most of it is in Europe and the least scale are in Asia Pacific worldwide. So let's select region. Now we have the titles. I'm trying to make it similar to others. You are actually a little bit free on arranging the table. You can use different fonts. It's not that strict. And let's insert the caption. Reference, insert caption. So table 4, let's write sales amount based on regions. Okay, select line, format painter, and select this one. Now let's shift this up. I hope that you're realizing that we are saving a lot of space. So it should be 40, was it B4 double. Again, we have a caption to put here. Let's reduce the size. Should be 0 and single. Good. The font size 12 is too much, 10 maybe, and it's supposed to be times New Roman 10. Okay, it's a big table, so we will deal with it in a moment. So let's increase the spaces so that each of the values will remain in one line. This is the title, make it bold, increase the size. These are supposed to be bold. Okay, now let's put a caption. Let me see if I can make it left. No, it will go too. Okay, in these cases, maybe you can fit the width of the table to the margin using this technique. Go to Layout, Auto Fit window. Although it's gonna exceed the margin, but you can use, you can recorrect it by hand. Yes, now it's okay. So put caption. No, not citation, caption. Table 5. What do we call it? Turnover percentage. Let's call it market share. Market share. One space before. Okay. Copy the format. Still, I cannot fit it inside the page. Maybe I should rearrange some values. So let's make it, the table below shows more data about employment. Let's change it to table 3. Get rid of this. Shows more data. I will cut it and put it here. So let's put also, so it will have some meaning. Table 3 also shows more data about employment. Now it fits. Perfect. Okay, let's continue. We have a figure again. I don't think it's necessary to have this figure in that size, so let's make it smaller to save more space. Then the first thing we need is a margin of the figure so that we know which section is the figure occupying. Then we need a caption. As I told you, you will click on the bottom right hand side, go to properties, make this 0 and single so that the figure caption will stick to the figure itself. Then we have to insert the caption. So reference, insert caption. Now we have a figure. This is figure 2. Social capital. What do I say? Let's just write title of the figure. So definitely I don't know what this figure is about, so the student itself knows, he can decide which one to use. So I have the formats needed over here, just select it, go down, click on Format Painter and paste it here. Okay, we had a mistake over here. Definitely this is not heading 3, this is a body text, so let's correct it. I don't think it's necessary to save any space over here, so let's directly press enter and have more space down here for the caption. The reference, insert caption. This is a table, level 6. Type of product, type of product. Okay, select Format Painter and apply. Another figure here. No margin, as you can see over here. It's between space. So let's create a border. Maybe we can even shorten it. However, let's check the margin of the picture and the margin of the page. You can see easily that this is out of the margin. So if I squish it, will it affect the figure significantly? No. So in order to have the correct margin, I will go up so I can match it with here. Now let's increase it up to the maximum space. So before the figure, it's supposed to be 24 double, just a notion. And then on the right hand side, bottom, this is 0, single. Press enter and insert your caption. Reference, insert caption, figure, organizational charts. Okay. Yes, this is figure 3. So home, Format Painter, and that's it. Get rid of the extra spaces. Sometimes this will happen, so make sure that you make it correct. Yes. We have another big figure. Still, I can reduce the size so that it will fit. Perfect. Format. This is shape outline, so that's the correct one. And We are going to go to paragraph, make this 0 and single, press enter, insert caption. Figure 4, I will not think about the title of the figure. Click OK. Home, Format Painter, and that's it.
I think this is count as a figure. Yes, that's a figure. So let's directly put the caption, paragraph 0 single. Okay, and then press enter. I need to press a little bit smoothly because this is the mic of the laptop, and when I press a key it will definitely make some noises in the voice command. So let me press one more enter. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't know which format this student used, but this figure is not that easy to caption, to be captioned. Insert caption, figure 5, the title of the figure. Okay, and let's just here, Format Painter, and figure 5. Great. Let's finish the figures. Okay, this one is wasting a lot of spaces. By the way, coming up with such figures is not that efficient because it's not going to be readable for the reader. Maybe you should rethink of how to writing them down. If it's that necessary to put a lot of information for a training, and maybe you should come up with explaining them instead of just putting the figure inside. Or maybe you should avoid just putting it at all. By the way, since we are practicing the formats corrections, let's do this as a practice. Single. Now press enter and insert a reference, insert caption, and double point the title of the figure. Click OK. Format Painter, and let's like this. I missed. So since I have the format over here, I just click on this, again Format Painter, and select it. So let's see if there is anything else that we need to correct. Yes, we are done. For appendices, I will explain how to arrange the figures in appendix, but right now this section is complete. Let me highlight it.